What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're going to be continuing our Beyonce discography. So we're going to be checking out the Lemonade album. I'm so excited. Before we get into today's video, I just want to plug my Patreon. I do uncut album listening parties over there, which is super fun. So this record, if you're watching this on YouTube, that means that I already have this one over on Patreon. You can watch the whole thing. I also have Cowboy Carter as well as Renaissance over there as full uncut album listening parties. So each Beyonce record that we do is going over there, and then we're gonna watch the Netflix film, and then maybe one day we can get the Renaissance film. We're gonna do that over there as well. Basically, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, but if you're interested in checking out this as a full uncut album reaction, links in the description. I appreciate y'all. So with all those things out of the way, we're gonna dive into the record. Now, the only two songs we're not gonna check out are Formation and Sorry, and that's only because I am very familiar with those songs. When this record dropped, those songs were so big, and because this was such a monumental moment because it was a surprise drop, I remember it very clearly. This album surprise dropped, and it was such a big fucking deal because music didn't really do that. I also read somewhere that musicians drop records on Fridays instead of Tuesdays now because of Beyonce and Lemonade. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if that's an actual fact, but that's so fucking cool. But with all those things out of the way, we're finally diving in. Let's go. Pray You Catch Me. Oh my God. With the vocal sample too? Oh yeah.
You can taste the dishonor pressed against the walls of your world.
Oh.
Pray to catch you whispering.
When she goes into those higher ranges right there, I also just like, obviously being aware of the situation that this album really is like, you know, kind of inspired from, you can just feel that pain addressing all of this. I mean, it's one thing to go through these things as a human anyways. It's another thing to go through them publicly and then to address them sort of publicly. It's just a lot you have to do. I mean, that would be very difficult to navigate.
My lonely ear pressed against the walls of your world. Pray to catch you whispering.
Woo!
I'm praying you catch me listening. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying you catch me.
Oh shit. So I pray you catch me. I pray I catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. As in, like, I can tell that there's something going on. I can tell that you're lying to me or that something about you is being dishonest, but I can't quite figure it out. But I want to catch you in the act, and I also want you to catch me catching you. You know, that would be, I mean, think about it. In a fucking relationship, that's the thing. If you're unsure if someone is doing that, you almost want to catch them in the act just so that you can be like, it's almost like this, I was right, but then it's like, fuck, did I want to be right? No, you never wanted to be right.
I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying you catch me listening. To catch you whispering. I'm praying you catch me listening.
Is that coming back? Yeah, it is. Oof. The delay and just echo out on all these like extra vocals are so fucking good. I feel like this is such a strong starting point to like get this album going and like address what you're gonna get into for like the bulk of this, but like do it in a way that feels so theatrical and cinematic. Like, I'm fucking into it. Yeah, just
What are you doing, my love?
See, that's why I like really didn't want to miss any kind of fade out. Right there. What are you doing, my love? Like, and I don't know if that was the start. Let me just see if that was the end of the start. Okay, so that is the absolute end of that song. You never know with the transition. This is like, would be such a difficult thing when you're in a relationship and you're seriously like so fucking dedicated to somebody, but you know deep down that there's something going on, because when you know somebody enough, you know all the things about them, the best things about them, but also, you know, their giveaways. And you can tell Beyonce knew the giveaway, but it's hard to just call someone out on something like that. But it's almost like, I just want to catch you in the act, and I want you to see me so that I know what's going on and we can address it and just happen. But then at the very end, it just feels so broken to be like, what are you doing, my love? Like, what are you doing? look at what you are crumbling around you because of the decisions that you're making. All right, this is Hold Up.
Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you.
There's no one else above you. What a wicked way to treat the girl who loves you. I think about this all the time. When I hear about, it's usually like celebrities, but it's only because like, you know, you don't usually hear about regular people's relationships all the time. So when I hear about celebrities and I'll hear that like someone got cheated on or something, I get so fucking baffled because it is just when people say like not all men, like what the fuck? I want to be also able to say that all the time. And then the news fucking pops on. You're like, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
They don't love you like I love you. Oh, down. They don't love you like I love you. But I'ma fuck me up a bitch. Know that I kept it sexy and know I kept it fun. There's something that I'm missing, maybe my head for one. What's worst? Looking jealous or crazy? Jealous or crazy?
I mean, this is like, I think about this lyricism and I think about the source, who it's coming from. And I can't believe that Beyonce is put in a situation to even have to address these things. And I love this too, because like, you're not only addressing these situations, but you're doing it from this introspective way. Like you're questioning yourself, and like, just like you would do in any relationship that ends, or like, well, obviously hers didn't end, but any relationship that goes through this moment is you would question, what did I do wrong? Even when you didn't. Fuck, man. Woo.
They don't love you like I love
Get me hot here.
Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back, slow down.
It's so vibey.
Like I love you. Let's imagine for a moment that you never made a name for yourself, a master wealth. They had you labeled up in your shit.
Oh shit. This is so interesting because just like I said on the Renaissance album, you know, getting a peek into like a celebrity's or like especially like Jay-Z and Beyonce's life is already a big deal enough, but you typically don't hear people want to be this candid with their relationship, and it is perfect. I mean, she's straight up calling him out. That's a big deal on so many levels, especially whenever everyone fucking knows who you are. So I think there's kind of like a lot going on this record that makes it so badass already.
Down to right now. They used to hide from your love. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. It's such a shame. Your life is good love. Boulevard.
Oh!
Looking jealous or crazy. Jealous and crazy.
It's so weird because it's so vibey, but this is like super fucking sad, really.
Can't you see there's no one loves you? They don't love you like I love you.
Fuck yeah.
What's up?
Man, good for Soulja. Have that moment. Dude, okay, this is a cool song for a lot of reasons. One, it totally throws you off because it's so vibey. It feels very islandy. I feel like I just, you know, be having a great time. It should be fun, right? But it's not, because like the reality is she's having to remind somebody just how much she's willing to do for them and how much she's loved them through everything, yet they have decided to use that love and throw it in the trash. Why would you throw away this perfectly good love? So hold up. Why the fuck are you doing this? But also at the end, seems so badass. I also like these songs where Beyonce is just kind of talking her shit. I like when she just like turns her swag on. It's so much fun to hear. Okay, this is Don't Hurt Yourself, which this is gonna be a cool collaboration. It's featuring Jack White. Oh fuck. The production is so sick on this. How that bass just came in. Woo! Yes. Woo! I just love the straight up call outs. Like, it's just so fucking real and raw and such a vulnerable place from Beyonce to write from. You can tell that while this album is fucking sick already, this was very cathartic for her to write. So as much as obviously so many people love this record, I bet she loved it so much just because it had to be the thing that helped her get over the thing. Oh. This is so sick. Okay, I could hear her do this style forever and be totally fucking cool with it. Not only does this just have the coolest fucking rock vibe to it, right? Beyonce's vocals sound incredible here. There's this really cool, like, just vocal harmony that is being sampled that sounds fucking sick. Then Jack White comes in and everything just comes together so beautifully. Let's just take it back a little bit. Oh. I love when she talks her shit. Blindly in love, I fucks with you until I realize I'm just too much for you. Oh, so fucking sick over that bass riff.
Hey baby, what the fuck do you think I am?
Oh.
I smell that fragrance on your Louis boy.
I fucking love her.
Let it be, let it be,
Listen to this.
Hey baby, what the fuck do you think I am?
Fucking
I smell that
tell
fragrance
him.
on your Louis. Play yourself.
Woo. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Play yourself.
Dude, she fucking reading him his riot act right now. Woo.
We just gotta let it be. You know I give you life.
Hey, I respect the fuck out of what she said at the end. If you try this shit again, you're gonna lose your wife. So I think that while I disagree with, you know, affairs and all those things, I understand that every single life is different than mine. So like, this shit does happen apparently to everybody, like fucking Beyonce, right? But in a relationship, if you are willing to stay there and work it out the way that people in marriages do, it has to be like on your terms. Like Beyonce makes it very clear here. And also, if I give you a chance, it's the last chance. There's no fucking around on me again, because I can't even believe that you put me in this situation, because every single thing that you've done, it ain't hurting me. I'm not crying. Congratulations. You hurt yourself. All right. This is, by the way, vocally, her in this song, I don't know. You guys will just let me know if there's something we're going to find in the discography, or if there's something I should be checking out outside of that. I need more of that style. Oh man, I don't know if Beyonce's like covered Prince before or something, but I feel like that would be fucking sick. You guys gotta let me know. Okay, so like I said, I'm very familiar with Sorry, but we do have the original demo that we're gonna listen to at the end, because that would be different from the one I know. But this is 6 Inch featuring The Weeknd. I love that anytime like when The Weeknd is on a track, you know he's gonna be there. There's something about, there's like a little bit more like reverb, there's a little bit more delay, there's a little bit more sort of like atmosphere in the song. It feels like it's very open, because I feel like obviously what we know from The Weeknd, he loves his reverb. He loves to be in that space. It just feels very airy and feels like his voice just kind of travels. So I love that Beyonce matched that energy for this. It sounds so fucking cool. Huh. Oh, fuck yeah. So swaggy. Oh. Woo. I gotta see who produced this. This is so fucking sick. Fuck. I mean, if you're gonna have a song about dancers, you have to have The Weeknd in it, right? I feel like just listening to Trilogy alone, as somebody who has never been to the club and never been to the strip club, right? But I've listened to Trilogy almost since it came out. I feel like that was like, I was on top of that when it came out because it was so fucking good. But I felt like every time I listened to that record, I was immediately like, I just felt like this is what it must feel like to be at the strip club, just throwing money and just like gone off of like just existing in that element for that moment. Yeah, so having said that, it makes total sense that we'd be right back in that situation on the Beyonce album featuring The Weeknd. You know what though? This is like such a fucking anthem for those dancing girls out there, for those working girls, because I feel like so often people will like discredit their profession, just sex work in general. People will discredit the entire profession, but like the reality is that's a real fucking hustle. That job is a real hustle. It is an all day thing. I feel like you're always having to hustle, always having to promote, always having to do all this stuff. And I feel like there's sometimes a lack of respect given to that community. And I like that this song, whether that's the case for this or not, this song, it feels very much of a like, just kind of an anthem to them, to remind people that like, look, we see all the work that you're putting in and that hustle and that grind and that dedication. And we fucking support. We love it. We stand. We want more of it. Do more. Oh, a little reverse moment. Ooh. It's just so vibey. Yes, sing it. Woo! I'm sorry, I have to take it back and do this again because that fucking like transition was so beautiful. Right there. One more. Sorry. Not sorry. So the only thing out of all the things I said, I still feel that way. I still feel like this song can be very anthemic to those girls that are out there hustling, right? Everybody out there hustling on that grind. But I also, at the end, it kind of makes me wonder just, and part of it may be just the bias of kind of understanding the muse of this record and that kind of like, I mean, obviously it's a touchy subject that she's addressing a lot, right? But the end of the song kind of makes me feel like, I don't know the details of what happened, but it's, I don't know, it almost kind of felt like she was singing about her perspective of the other person, maybe. I could be reading way too into that because all the other lyrics to it feel to me like this is just sort of this like uplifting anthem and just sort of like just moment to kind of recognize and appreciate that hustle and that grind while at the same time keeping the song sexy, keeping the vibe high. And again, I just love a song that makes you feel like you're in those dimly lit rooms with the red lights and fog and all that stuff. Like that's fucking sick. All right, this is Daddy Lessons. Woo! Oh fuck. That bass just came in so beautifully. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why were we all freaking out about Cowboy Carter? Because, I mean, when I say freaking out, like, why were we acting like this was the first time Beyonce has done this? Maybe I was the only one acting like that? Because, what? I mean, this could have been on there.
Daddy's little girl, Daddy made a soldier out of me.
Holy shit, I fucking love this.
Daddy made me dance.
Yes.
Daddy held my hand. Daddy liked his whiskey with his tea. And we... Now,
I loving the vibe of the song. Obviously the lyrics they feel heavy right away. So there's, this is multiple times now where you got like the instrumental that you're like, oh hell yeah. And then you got the lyrics, you're like, oh shit.
Road, motorcycles, blackjack, classic vinyl, tough girl is what I had to be.
Oh yeah.
He said, take care of your mother. said shoot.
Okay, this is one of the coolest fucking things I've heard from Beyonce. This is so fucking sick. Like, it gotta be top one of my favorite songs from her out of everything I've ever heard from her, because it's not just this instrumental style, though I love this and I do love her over the Southern style. I think it's so fucking sick, and it's true to the roots. She's from Texas, straight up, right? But I love her vocal style in this too, because it's like giving cowboy and also giving this, like, I don't know, it's like that attitude that we just know from Beyonce so well. It's fucking sick.
I know tough girl is what I had to be. He said take care.
There's no drum right there. What am I doing?
He swore it on the Bible. My daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. He held me in his arms and he taught me to be strong. He told me when he's gone, here's what to do.
Fuck, man. Moments like that with that harmony.
He held me in his arms and he taught me.
Oh. Oh. Wait, this is so fucking cool. Come on.
Daddy made me fight. It wasn't always right. Take care of your mother, watch out for your sister. That's when Daddy looked at me.
Oh my god, I love the power in Beyonce's voice, because you can tell, like, she could take this note to a whole other fucking planet if she wants, but, like, you can tell, like, she keeps it reserved and just, like, nails that fucking, like, just listen to the delivery of this, all right? Got that little bit of Southern twang in there. You know that at some point there's gonna be a harmony popping up, so you're gonna put that, like, emotion straight into just a handful of these moments, and you get this right here.
Daddy was no fool. He always played it cool. But Daddy was no fool.
Just the little thing she does with
right before
these
he
notes.
Died, he said, remember. With his right hand on his Bible, he swore it on the Bible. My daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. 'Cause he held me in his arms.
Yeah.
And he taught me to be strong.
Oh my god, listen to that power right there.
He held me in his arms, and he taught me to
Oh
be
my god.
strong.
The way she says taught.
He held me in his arms, and he taught me to
Fuck.
be strong. And he told me,
Woo. Hey, this song is, there are just layers of the reasons why this song is so fucking sick, and I can't believe that this came out in 2016 and I'm hearing it now, 8 years later. What?
"My daddy wants you. He's playing you. If I'm like you, is that baby girl is playing?"
She means every fucking word of this. My daddy warned me about men like you. Truer words have never been spoken from Beyonce right here. Because, like, regardless of if, like, what the specific thing she's saying, true or not, you fucking know in her heart how much, like, she fucking feels this. Just listen to it again, in case you don't hear it. Come on. No lies detected. Oh my god.
Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Dude, I'm so fucking here for daddy lessons being one of my favorite songs I've ever heard from Beyonce, if not my favorite. I think there's so many reasons to love this, but a handful of things stick out to me. First and foremost, you know I love the country sound so much. I actually would have loved to hear even more of this on Cowboy Carter, but having said that, that was not a country album, that was a Beyonce album, okay? Get it right, Steven. So because of that, doesn't really matter. But what I love about this is that as the song progresses, like, you know, we're talking about daddy lessons and men like me, and I don't know anything about her family dynamics, so, like, I don't know if her father also, something may have happened extramarital. I'd never want to put that out there because I don't fucking know. But the only reason I say this is because at the end, it's almost just like this full circle moment of my dad was like you and therefore taught me to be weary of men like you. Like my dad taught me to, if any version of him comes around that's not him, shoot, get rid of them, move on, because it's not going to be a good thing. And then the end just becomes this resolve of her just, again, with the call out, the straight up, very confrontational, to the face conversation about it, which I think makes this album so powerful. So you take a song like this, it's so fucking sick, like without even the lyrics or anything, just enjoying the song as just a song, right? But then you think about that very personal context that's like going on within this, and I just imagine fucking Beyonce with a cowboy hat on, staring Jay-Z down, fucking reading him this song. Yes, hell yeah. Okay, love Drought.
I know you're trying to, I'm trying to be fair, and you're trying to be there and to care, and you're caught up in your permanent emotions.
Oh fuck.
All the loving I've been giving goes unnoticed, it's just floating in the air.
I think anybody who's been in long-term relationships or in a relationship that was very like, it was very real, and then it started to drift apart, or you were going through a moment like this, I think you totally relate to these lyrics right away. I mean, this is like so fucking real if you've ever experienced this.
Are you aware? I don't care about the lights or the beams, spend my life in the dark.
Oh.
Like you and me, only way to go is up. Skin thick, too tough.
Woo! I like her vocal delivery when she switches up cadence like that. I like that flow.
You and me, I don't care about the lights or the tough. 'Cause you
I heard that synthesizer and I just looked over at the production credits, because in my head I was like, Mike Dean has to be on this, and sure enough, it's Mike Dean. Fuck. Woo, more with that vibe. Oh, fuck. How have I not ever seen somebody tweet those lyrics before?
9 times out of 10, I'm in my feelings. But 10 times out of 9, I'm only human. Tell me, what did I do wrong?
9 times out of 10, I'm in my feelings, but 10 times out of 9, I'm only human. Tell me what did I do wrong, or tell me what I did wrong. Dude, that is the most fucking real shit. And again, I have to preface everything with, I can't believe Beyonce is having to go through this. Jesus. Why do we just like, we just fit every fucking stereotype of shitty sometimes. It's like people want to be able to like not assume, like you think like, oh, people worship Beyonce. Nobody would ever do this to her. Fuck.
Feel like the question has been posed. I'm moving on. My bad. But you my lifeline. Think you trying to kill me.
Oh.
If I wasn't beat, would you still feel me? Like on my worst day.
Oh.
I'm not thirsty. Oh, bitch is so whack. I'm so tough.
Oh shit. Dude, she's so easy to love because like she has such a cool like fucking like attitude about herself, like just the way even she just does stuff like this.
Oh, the beams spend my life in the dark for the sake of me. Could move a mountain.
Oh, hey. Oh, the evolution of this song in every way has been so beautiful. Ooh. I feel like we just had so much progress in that song, or at least just to the end, to having Beyonce just remind, like, it's just that reminder of like, us together are gonna be the things that fix this. We have to like team up to be able to actually fucking make our relationship work and make this love be a real thing. We can have this, you know, we can make the rain love down, or like the love rain down and end this entire drought if we would just fucking team up and do it together. But it has to be together. We have to understand each other. We have to be able to communicate. We have to be able to see that we are both wrong in these situations, but what can we do to navigate to the future for us to just be full of love again? And I think that's the thing is, you know, love drought. I imagine that, you know, I keep saying like, I can't believe this happened to Beyonce. You know, at the same time, I also don't know like what it's like to be either one of them. Like, it's so easy for me to sit here and say like, oh, like, I can't believe that would happen. But like, I don't like, I mean, I'm not saying there's ever an excuse for that because there's not, but I also have no idea where anyone is coming from in this situation. But when you have Beyonce giving you kind of this window into her life, in songs like this, you can see obviously they were having an issue. They were having issues. That does not mean that what happened is okay ever. It's never gonna be okay. But there was more to it than that. And so like you've got this thing where you're trying to have this reminder now. It almost feels like in the beginning it feels really sad because it feels like she's addressing that love drought and then it almost like having to remind him who she is. But then at the same time, at the end, it just becomes this thing where it's almost like we understand now how we fix this, and it just kind of becomes this big moment at the end of the song. So I really appreciate it from that standpoint. I think it's so cool to have lyrical development as you're going. The song just kept getting better and better too, because the progression of the instrumental was so good. Like, I was just gonna say, like, I can't wait to go back and listen to the song again because the evolution of the drum pattern in the song was really incredible. Like, if you go back and just try to pay attention to the synthesizer and the drums, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that was a really great song. Shout out Mike Dean, always good. Okay, this is Sandcastles. This is Forward featuring James Blake. This is a very short one. Oh, had to do that. It's James Blake's on the track. Gotta have that. So sick. I guess I'm just gonna let this transition into Freedom featuring Kendrick Lamar because it sounds like it's supposed to. All right. Very golden age sounding. Love it. Soul sampled. So crisp. Fuzzy.
Love, forgive me, I've been running
Fuck.
blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, where are you? Don't quit on themselves.
Oh! I'm gonna keep running because a winner don't quit on themselves. Also, can we please just appreciate, again, when I was telling you that I love so much about Don't Hurt Yourself with Jack White. I love that rock sound. I want a little bit more of that. Dude, I'm getting a lot of that from this too. I just love when she gets into that more aggressive vocal, breathes a little bit more of that power. I don't really know the word for that when they do that, like that raspy kind of sound. You guys have to let me know. I'm not a singer, but it's fucking sick. Woo! Hey. Dude, I could listen to her do this style forever. Oh yeah. Yes.
I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Fuck, man, this is such a fucking strong song on this album.
Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me, honestly, God. Open correctional gates in high desert.
Bro, Kendrick features are always so fucking strong. I mean, Kendrick as an artist is just strong anyways, right? But like Kendrick features are always so strong because he can match the vibe but bring his intensity to anything. And look, we're not going to get into the big three debate that is going on in the world, but I will say that it's a nice matchup because Kendrick is a fucking very strong artist, like through and through. I feel like sometimes people do forget that. You know, obviously I'm a huge Drake fan, right? But I'm also a huge Future fan. I love Metro Boomin. I like to produce music too, and I look up to him. And I also love Kendrick Lamar. Good Kid, Mad City is one of my favorite records of all time. So like these rap beefs are interesting, but like I don't try to put too much stake into them because I actually like appreciate all these dudes. So like it'd be cool if they didn't do it. But at the same time, if they're doing it for the sport of hip hop, I'm here for it because hip hop's really fucking popular right now.
Open the streets and watch our beliefs, and when they carve my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever.
Freedom, freedom,
Fuck.
can't move. Freedom right in hell.
Dude, she's so...
I'ma keep on.
The vocals that she does in this song in particular, I mean, she's done this, we've heard similar things, but this song in particular, because she's done it throughout this entire thing, her vocals are so fucking strong through this. Like, this has got to be contender for one of my favorite vocal moments in this whole record. It's going to be hard to beat Sandcastles, but this is close. This is fucking strong.
Because a winner don't quit on themselves.
Damn. I'm fucking sweating after that one. So obviously I was already thinking that was probably the name of this record for that reason, because she was handed a giant lemon in her life. She tried to make lemonade out of it. She tried to make this record out of it, which she did, and it's fucking sick so far. I love the intensity of it so much. I just love that I am so sweaty from that. Like, I think that's so much fun. Beyonce's vocals through this are so fucking strong. My favorite part of her vocals on the record, like there's a part, yeah, obviously Sandcastles when she's like about to cry, that fucking hits. But her, especially throughout this chorus, it's really hard not to absolutely love this. I also love the vibe Kendrick brings to this. Energy is so high, singing about so many things, not only just motivating you from the standpoint of where you're at, but I feel like also motivating you just based on historical events and what other people have gone through and where they are now. And I feel like it's just a, look at this, look at that. I'm literally fucking drenched from just the amount of power. And I feel like when you have that much intensity and passion in a song, I want to feel this way at the end of it. Like, I want to feel hyped. I want to fucking jump up and down and enjoy that. And just like, that's what music is supposed to do. Just make us fucking feel like we're going to just lose everything. And well, I get that on this. So this is All Night.
And true love never has to hide. True love never has to hide. Trade your broken wings for...
Dude, I think you guys are all going to know now what one of my favorite things about Beyonce is, because I can't get enough of this.
And true love never has to hide. True love don't cry. So many people that I know, they just trying to touch you. Kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on
Hey.
you. Give you some time to prove that I can trust you. Again, I'm gonna kiss love all night.
This is a very important song on this album because remember, if we're going to address the bad, we have to address where the good goes too, right? And this is that moment in that relationship where Beyonce is saying like, we're not perfect right now and we're still building our relationship again because it was down to nothing, but they were willing to fix it. And if you're willing to fix it and you're willing to stick around, then you can make something beautiful. And that's exactly what's happening here is we're not just going to go back to the way things were, but we're gonna learn each other again. I'm gonna kiss up and touch up and feel on you. I'm gonna learn you again and build that trust again. And I do think that can really happen. So I like that this is on here. I think it's really important on this track list. Again, if we're gonna talk about everything, we should talk about everything. And I like that she does that. I think that they'll have a relationship that'll last forever because if someone loves you the way Beyonce loves Jay-Z, don't ever fuck that up. And I mean that so wholeheartedly, because she's literally saying, like, behind your darkness, or with your darkness, whatever, I'll be your light. Like, even though you fucking did this to us, I still want to be the one that lights you up. Like, really? Like, that's fucking beautiful. That's amazing. It's incredible. That is what fucking real love is. If you can get somebody to love you the way that Beyonce loves Jay. Damn.
So many people I know that they just trying to touch it. Gets up and rub up and fill up. Gets up and rub up and fill up on you. Give you some time to prove.
Love that note so much. I feel like I'm like celebrating for them. Like, fuck yeah. You're building your relationship up. Hell yeah. Oof.
Pause by pain. But every year to watch it chip away. Chip away. But nothing real can be threatened.
Oh, just the beauty of this bridge, the beauty of Beyonce, just that hopeful, optimistic love of two people saving their relationship over this fucking funky ass bass line in the coolest way. I'm so fucking here for this bridge. Oh.
Chip away. But nothing real can be
With every tear came redemption. Again, show me your scars. I promise I won't leave.
Became my remedy. Pull up on you. Gave you some time to prove that I can trust.
That note is so smooth. Fuck. I think that just anyone who has felt that kind of love before can relate to the song so much.
Missed you, my love.
Man, I like it makes me like celebrate for them. I'm happy for them because up until this point, I have really felt a type of way about Jay-Z. I'm not gonna lie. This is somebody that like obviously I listened to so much growing up, but I have had such an opinion about Jay-Z because of this situation. It just didn't make sense to me. So a song like this, in my opinion, is really important as a resolution for so much because I'm not gonna hold resentment against somebody that I don't even fucking know whenever the person who actually had to go through those things has been able to forgive and move on and truly have a wonderful relationship. And I do believe it will stand the test of time based on the way that Beyonce feels about Jay-Z, based on the way that Beyonce loves, based on the way that anybody, if you have this in your life, don't fuck it up. Because throughout the end, you can tell like all this pain went on and she believed her husband. She believed that he regretted it, that he was sorry. She believed all of that stuff. And because of that, I mean, she probably didn't believe it right away, but as time went on, being able to build that and being able to finally express your love again and reconnect in a real way, you know, I've missed you at the end. Like, yeah, we're reconnecting in a whole different way. Like this is us and that chemistry that we've always had. So incredible. Like the only reason I'm talking about the song so much is like, I know the next song, which is Formation, and we're going to listen to Sorry, the original demo, which I've not heard. So like, I'm considering this kind of like what I would consider like the end of this record in terms of what we've talked about in regards to the relationship. So I feel like it just has so much resolution in it. It's a very beautiful track. So let's listen to the Sorry original demo.
My water's about to roll up.
Hey.
Young water's about to stroll up. They're coming through the back door. The big homie better hold up. Me and my water's about to roll up.
Beyonce just badass.
In the corner, sneaking out the back door. Before you see my tears in my eyes.
Oh.
Me and my daughter, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. Big homie better hold up. Me and my woodies bout to roll up. I say my woodies bout to stroll up. They coming through the back door. Big homie better hold up. Me and my woodies bout to stroll up. I see them boppers in the corner, sneaking out the back door.
Oh.
I regret the day I put this ring on.
Oh shit.
Looking at my watch, he should have been home.
Ooh.
He always got them motherfucking excuses. I pray to God you reveal to me what his
Oh
truth is.
fuck.
Hey, big homie, better grow up. Ask you something, then you choke up.
Oh man. It just like, it goes to show you something really interesting because I fucking love this. I feel like it's so, there's like it's like an intimate version of this because, I'm gonna tell you why. Because in order to make it, like, I don't feel like it works as a single this way, right? Because it works as a single like this. It works as a single when it has that catchy, like obviously all this, right? But this.
I ain't sorry.
I mean, if you're gonna turn it into a single, you have to have those like super catchy hooks, right? Now, granted, I do see some space in here where you could totally have this, like have those hooks, but I don't see it being able to be as big of a single the way that Sorry ended up being. And I think a lot of it has to do, of course, with that catchy ass hook and just the fact that that song was so big because surprise album drop, big fucking deal, a lot of shit going on in Beyonce's life. This song comes out, it's so direct, everyone knows what's going on. Me, who had no idea really about what was going on with anything, suddenly knew everything because I was listening to the song all the time because my wife fucking loves this song. So that's why I'm so familiar with it. But I love that original demo because I think you do get to get that essence and everything that was really coming to life right there, but you don't get it in that single form the way we got that final package. And at the end of the day, I mean, Sorry is like literally one of the coolest songs. So I think we can all agree that that final package was great. Although, again, I do love that vulnerable and that little bit more intimate feel that you get with the original demo, but doesn't really change the fact that the original just bangs so hard. I think this is absolutely a fucking phenomenal record for so many reasons. When I've said this so many times in this album, so whatever. When you go through what Beyonce went through, it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking shit. It's a lot to have to go through that in public, but to be able to write a record like this is incredible. To be able to have therapy and have an outlet and be able to voice your entire journey or whatever you wanted to make the final album cut. You voicing that journey and taking people along does a lot of things. One, it gives you the therapeutic release of being able to just get this out of your mind and out of your heart and onto paper. Two, you get to make a fucking another record and you get to make it banging because you've got the range in every sense of the word to be able to bring every emotion that you feel to life with your vocals. And Beyonce does that on this record. But I love it because the lyrics in it really, not only do you see really an intimate side of someone's relationship, the trials and errors, the ups and downs, but you see the growth and the resolution. And that's why I'm so drawn to that. This record doesn't sound like what I thought it was going to sound like. I thought it was going to be even more kind of like the production on Sorry, where it's got a little bit of like, you know, some like trap drums and or like you got like the drums that come up and we got like a lot of cool, I thought we were going to have a little bit more hip hop production throughout the record. And I'm actually glad that we didn't. It was a really refreshing thing to hear Daddy's Lessons, Don't Hurt Yourself, and Freedom with Kendrick. Like that was so fucking sick. At the same time, getting things like 6 Inch with The Weeknd was fucking amazing because Beyonce matched his style. And I think that's so fucking cool. The same thing happened with James Blake, which was also amazing. And in Freedom, going absolutely off with Kendrick was incredible, right? So being able to bring all those vibes, but at the same time, all of that resolution and all the things coming through. So personally for me, I already really love this as I'm listening to her discography. This is a front runner right away. Some of the biggest standout things to me on this record, hands down, have to be the vocal delivery that Beyonce gives us through this. That amount of power, that amount of vulnerability, the sadness, the pain, the frustration, the anger. I felt like I was right there in the room with her. When you can give that kind of delivery on a record, on these songs that you have had to sing and record and write numerous times to finally get the version that you like, when you deliver what we got in Sandcastles, it's really hard for this to not take the top spot of my favorite Beyonce records so far, because that right there was just like you were reaching into a depth that I didn't think that any of us would ever get to see from anybody, like other than what we feel on our own. And she was able to present that to us. And I think that alone is incredible. But at the end of the day, I still feel like the biggest moment on this record is Sandcastles. And I think that the vocals that she does there, the pain and vulnerability that she shows us, is just absolutely incredible. And I have been thinking about it since it happened. But of course, you guys already know I'm also a huge fan of Daddy's Lessons. I think that fucking sound is so sick. And I'm so glad to hear it here too, because you know, everyone talking about Cowboy Carter and acting like it's the first time she's done that sound before. Well, this was 2016 and I'm hearing it, and honestly, it sounds so fucking cool. But I enjoyed this record so much. I can't wait to continue her discography. So please let me know what you guys are excited about. I'm going to continue, I think, just going in the order that I've been going because I had done the newest record. So I'm just going to keep going backwards. So I think the next record is Beyonce self-titled. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me know if you guys are stoked. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, go check out Patreon. This entire video, which is like an hour and 20 minutes long, is available over on Patreon as a full uncut album reaction / watch party. So I don't cut anything out. We just jam the whole thing. Obviously the YouTube version, way more chopped up, super annoying. I know that. So if you guys are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to those listening parties, the link's in the description. I have like over 100 records at this point over there. So definitely go check them out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.